if you get an older white dude who thinks he can dance doing his thing with Prince, it's the best thing ever.
Hey guys, this is Junior Borsi from Atomic Train, and you're listening to All Over the Place, where the fun sanity never ends. Woo!
Hello and welcome back to All Over the Place. I am your host, Eric Provoznik, and we're bringing everybody back in right away so we can thank everyone. Folks, I don't even know where to begin with the explosion that happened this past week on this show. We cannot thank you enough. YouTube blew the hell up with our episode, our Threefer for all. Thank you so much for that, everybody. It's Marty. That was your idea to come up with a more current events theme, and I got my Elijah Craig. I'm ready to go.
We're celebrating as we
speak. To Marty's awesome idea.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank everybody.
Also, I want to right out of the gate. I'll encourage everyone to share and like and comment.
It's important.
Subscribe, all the usual stuff there. Again, we can't thank you enough for doing all of that stuff, especially this past week. Blew up. But I want to thank, and I want to first congratulate before thanking Nick Bohr and the gang over at Vinyl Record Dude. They're finally into the new location. Went there yesterday for the grand opening day and picked up a few LPs, none of which are in the background right now. I will. How handy do I have them? Oh, it figures I do not have them handy. That's on me, Nick. But suffice to say, it's exactly what Nick was looking for. I am so excited that the aisles were filled with LPs and other various knickknacks and fun, and just the people all over the place in there. It was awesome. So congratulations to Nick and the team over at Vinyl Record Dude, the new location in Scottsdale, Arizona, over on Scottsdale and Shea. Be sure to check that out. And also Danny Zalesko Presents. Be sure you check out all your concert needs here in the Southwest and beyond. Go to DZ Presents or DZ Live. Danny Zalesko Presents. Check it out. And want to thank them for being our social media co-sponsor, or however you want to define it. But to Danny and to Nick, everybody, one more glass or cup up.
You're here.
I want to fill my cup up. Come on, baby. Take it, Marty.
Bottoms up.
There it is. Well, on that less than illustrious note, folks, this week's Threefer is about music. I know, big shocker with us here at All Over the Place. Our Threefer today, as if you couldn't already guess from that little still that's in the background, or you see when you are watching us on YouTube, it is karaoke night here on All Over the Place. And it's going to be our top 3 karaoke songs, or our go-tos throughout the years of karaoke. My karaoke days go back to hosting karaoke when I was a DJ/karaoke host back in my college days. And so I go back that far, but I've had one go-to. It's more than likely going to be my number one. Haven't really determined that yet as we're floating along here. But our plus one then will be one song that we love, but we just know, even getting drunk, we don't want to pull it off or even try to pull it off. So top 3 that have been our go-tos through the years, and any honorable mentions to go with it. And the plus one that, will spare everyone's ears no matter how drunk we or they may be. And Jim, we're going to start things off tonight with you, and let's get the shot in there. So, Jim, your karaoke go-to, third, bronze, however you want to define it, go.
All right. So for my number 3, I'm going to go with "Piano Man" by Billy Joel. It's a catchy song. It's fun. It's a little meta if you do it in karaoke, because you're singing in a bar and singing a song about people in a bar to a bar. But if you had a few beers, you probably won't even think about that.
It's guaranteed to get the crowd going, though. Absolutely,
it gets the crowd going. It's just a really fun, great song, and I
can just see it. This is what I see.
That's all we're doing, so we don't get any copyright violations there.
Exactly. And that's it. You don't have to dance to it. You just kind of sway back and forth,
All right,
And
fine. I'll have another shot.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
Twisted.
yeah, it's just a good fun song to sing out, and I never get tired of listening to it or possibly drunkenly singing it. So
Excellent. And if you can sing a little bit in key, you can pull it off. It's not a hard song to sing. It's
exactly. It's not. Yeah, it's not. It's not taxing to anyone's singing ability. It's not taxing on your lungs. It's actually a pretty low key song as far as the range you have to pull off and something along those lines. So just a fun tune, and nobody ever gets tired of hearing it in a bar. So.
This guy would, but I just go, much like at a Billy Joel concert, that's when I go to the bathroom. I won't deny it. That Brian McVetti, it's your fault that I don't like Piano Man. You, McVetti, looking at you.
Are we going to expand on that or just take it?
I'll just suffice it. I grew up in a very Billy Joel heavy household. My dad's a big fan. So, he was on the Columbia label. So, every month with Columbia Record House, my dad, that would be the go-tos. He would get it. Sight unseen. And so I had Billy Joel left and right in my house. But Brian McVetti, he is such a dear friend to this day. But Brian played a lot of classic rock over and over and over again. I'm surprised I still like most of Billy Joel, but Piano Man is one that I do not. I don't like Kansas because of Brian, because he always wanted to play Carry On Wayward Son. And I'm surprised that I still like every Foreigner song that I like. Brian probably wrecked that one. Oh, and Boston. Brian is a huge Boston fan. And I love you, McVetti, but man, you overplayed too much classic rock, man. More so than we already got from WIOT and their overplaying. But there is my my Brian McVetti rant and Piano.
I don't know what about him, but they got good taste, clearly.
Definitely. And I think I've honed in on this. You don't like music that everybody else likes. If it's
I don't like overplaying look, I will listen to
that's what happens.
Combine the fact that I DJ'd and wedding DJ'd, and I had a lot of songs over and over and over again. I will not deny that I'm different than I'm not the average bear, but it's because of overplay in my environment. So,
and I do have a question. Maybe Jim, you can help on this, or put it on down in the comments there. I always heard it as, or I remember it as Columbia House Records.
What did I say?
You said Columbia Record House.
Oh, well, it's Columbia House Records. Yeah, you got it.
Okay, all right. I thought it was triple.
Okay, folks, we will sometimes I will do the what did Andy Levy, what he used to do on Red Eye? He was the ombudsman. Sometimes I ombudsman in post. Instant ombudsman, Marty Zamora. Very good. Columbia House Records.
Well, that was mostly for me because Eric is the music guy, and I rarely challenge what he says, but my brain was itching there, and I was thinking maybe I was losing it because Columbia House Records. That's
in my best Eric Stratton, Russ Chairman. Face it, Kent, you fucked up. You trusted me.
Hey, Columbia House Records, Columbia Record House, call them whatever you want. Just don't let them know that I still owe them $1.16 for those 20 CDs I bought back in 1998.
I got my 13 for a penny.
They'll never catch up to me. They'll never track me down.
Because the rabbit done died. So, all right, on that Aerosmith note, Marty, I'm going to take it over to you for your number 3 or bronze.
All right. Well, for starters, I just want to say, A, I'm not hungover. That's not why I'm wearing sunglasses. and B, this isn't like some new look. But right over here is the sun. And it's really bright and right in my eyes. And if I close the blinds, it gets really dark in here. So this is what you get. So anyway, so for my third favorite, and these can really be in any order, but I got to name one third. So I'm going to go with My Way. It's obviously it's in a lower register, and as long as you don't push too hard, it's not too hard to sing. You just have to sort of stay below the music, and you'll be all right. And I know it's an old guy song, and I know it. Maybe I'm dating myself, but that song's way older than me. I mean, that's my dad's song, but I love it. And I think I like the Elvis version a little better, which is not normally the case. Normally he redoes something and it's not my thing. But I think in this case, he had a little something to it, and that'll get the crowd going, especially if you can sing a little bit. People, they're singing along with you until that last "My Way" where you hold it and let it ring out, and everybody usually lets you do it to see if you can do it. But if you can sing a bit and you can do it there, that's a cool song to make yourself look good. And I like it because it reminds me of my dad. He's one of those guys. Did things his way always, and the song always reminds me of him. So that's one I really dig, and people seem to like it in the bars.
Well, not the first or last time, but to Pablo Zamora, throwing one back.
One for Pablo. And I am going to quibble with you on one thing. I do not consider that an old guy song because it's kind of timeless. I mean, it's how many versions of that have we had over the years?
Yeah.
In the 80s, Sex Pistols brought it back, made it punk rock.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've listened to a million covers of it since then. It's just one of those universal songs that people never get tired of, and I feel like every generation embraces some version of. So, not an old guy song. I get where you're coming from with that, but I've never actually heard a karaoke version of it, but I think it was probably a real kick to listen to. So, yeah, I can definitely get down with that one.
Yeah, there was a
Jim, to your minor quibble. I had a minor quibble because it was not the Sex Pistols, it was Sid Vicious.
Sid Vicious.
Wow.
It was just Sid.
See, do you see everybody? This is why I question myself with the Columbia House thing, because this fucking guy.
We can fix that in post, right, Eric?
No, we keep that. If you want me to fix it in post, I will fix it in post.
Just Photoshop the lips on me and have me saying something else.
Oh, that'd be great. Try and do his voice, but do it really bad.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the only reason that sticks with me is that is just a phenomenal scene in Sid and Nancy, and Gary Oldman tearing it up with Chloe Webb. So,
absolutely.
But yeah, I do like that one. Good call from Marty. Oh, and then for those of you watching on YouTube, this is an explanation for our audio only audience. Marty made the great choice of playing in the background is the movie Duets, starring Andre Braugher, Paul Giamatti, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Huey Lewis in the News, which I'll be bringing up a little bit later, but well, you'll find out. Actually, why don't I just do it right now? We'll switch over to me. And my number 3 is one that a selection that came up when my mom came to visit me and my roommate and one of my friend AJ Laird, a veteran here on All Over the Place. And AJ, as has been brought up on previous shows, can sing his ass off. He is just a phenomenal performer. And out of difference, I don't think he's ever done a Huey Lewis in the News song. He's a super fan. So there's my quick nod to AJ and Huey Lewis in the News. But Mom came to visit, and we went out and we were karaokeing. And Barb wanted to do Love Shack. She liked that song. I like that song. So Barbara took the ladies' parts, obviously, and I got to be Fred Schneider. Love Shack, baby. And fortunately, there were a lot of drinks pouring that night, AJ being the greatest designated driver ever. So, Mom had her 2 or 3 Long Island iced teas, maybe 4. It's Barb. She could pound those things down in her day. And there were more than 1 or 2 I had the what was my thing? The Lynchburg Lemonades was my thing at the time in the early 90s. So little Jack Daniels and Triple Sec, et cetera, et cetera. But Love Shack, got to give it up to that one. Got to be a little flashy with Fred Schneider. Baby.
That's not bad. That is not bad. Yeah, that's a fun song too. Gets people dancing and jumping.
Yeah, gets
around.
the crowd going. It's a fun song. So that'd be mine. And you're going to be sensing a particular theme on my next one, but for now, we're going to go back to Jim for his silver / number 2.
Well, going back to the Love Shack. So that Fred Schneider impression reminded me of a Dave Matthews Band concert I went to, where Dave probably had a little bit too much of the reefer, decided to sing one of his songs in the style of Fred Schneider. As a joke. I did it.
Matthews Band guy. I could get into that.
Oh yeah, that was a kick. Yeah, but Yeah, one of the good memories. But anyway, so for my number 2, I'm going to go with a song that I really feels like, to me, I mean, everybody loves it, but I feel like it was really written and meant to be sung drunkenly by people who can't sing in a karaoke bar, and that's Total Eclipse of the Heart. And you know, I mean, we're all dudes here, but you know, I feel like this is one of those songs made by a woman that a dude can get up there and belt out. It's all good. Or if it's a couple, it's a great couple song on a karaoke stage. You know, if you can figure out how to split up the lyrics, but works really well.
Drunk, it doesn't matter. Sing whatever, whenever.
Yeah, and it's just one of those beautiful 80s cheesy love songs that you know, you're not supposed to sing it. You're supposed to just belt it out as much as you can, and it's just so catchy and always hits the crowd just right. So that is my pick for number 2.
Now there's only love in the dark.
And by the way, if you ever watch a zombie movie called Dead Snow 2, if you love that song, don't watch Dead Snow 2, because it does for that song what A Clockwork Orange did for Singing in the Rain. It completely ruins it. You cannot listen to it again without cringing after seeing that movie. So I will give away no more than that.
Right.
Well, considering that song was written by Meatloaf's go-to guy, Jim Steinman, it doesn't surprise me that, you know, the guy parts, it work. I agree with you.
It works. Yeah, absolutely. And that's one of the things about 80s songs is I think a lot of those 80s tunes, you know, they work for both genders. It isn't like now where you got pop music and that's, you know, kind of girly, and then, you know, hard rock that's for guys, and like everything was kind of the same and everybody loved it. So you can karaoke, anybody who wants to can karaoke whatever they want from the 80s, and it works.
It was an androgynous decade without it being forced down our throats, folks. It just worked.
Exactly.
Yeah. Fun just for fun.
That's it.
Well, Marty, what do you got for us for your number 2/silver?
Well, like I said, they're not in any particular order, and definitely not in order of the song that I like the most. Just to me, the best thing you do in a bar. So my second choice, or silver, whatever, is the 5-foot wonder Prince with Kiss. I think
androgyny.
It's speaking of androgyny, yes. If you can sing and you can dance a little, you're going to have a great time with that. Because I mean, there was a lot of jerky vocals. He didn't really sing a lot in that song.
That was more of a speech thing for him.
He was telling a story, but he was doing it in a high register, and it was just cool. And anybody can kind of fake that. If you can dance a little, you can really pull it off. And then you can get everybody to, you know, do the kissy thing and then kiss. And I've seen it a couple times in a bar in Carlsbad. It's called The Alley. If you know Carlsbad, you know The Alley. They do karaoke there, I think, Saturday nights. And every time, everybody, old guys, young girls, everybody loved it. Everybody loves Prince, I guess. And at least I like to think so. And man, it's a lot of fun. And if you get somebody, especially, and this, I don't have a race thing going on, but if you get an older white dude who thinks he can dance, doing his thing with Prince, it's the best thing ever, man. It's just everybody gets into it, everybody cheers, and it's so much fun. It's really not as fun if it's some dude that's super talented and really knows his way around a stage. Yeah, big deal. Prince does it better. But if it's somebody who really shouldn't be doing it, it's just so good. So
I mean, isn't that the joy of karaoke in the first place? People who have no talent just getting up there and performing their hearts out anyway.
Yes.
And does anyone here know what the literal translation of Japanese karaoke is? Because if not, we can just say, you know, people
drunk and screaming.
It means something.
Doesn't it mean drunk and screaming?
Well, see, this, folks, is where we will go. If you're watching, this is where we will go to the ombudsman and I will put the definition over top of Marty right now. So
I was going to say,
Well, I mean, doesn't it mean like empty orchestra or something like that?
I think you're right. That does ring a bell. Yeah. Oh, Marty's looking it up right now.
Yeah.
So while Marty looks it up, we're going to flip over to me, and we're going to go with my second pick. And this one, well, as I mentioned earlier, I in hosting karaoke, and as the host, you just want to move the night along. Every so often, if people haven't signed up, you've got to sing a second song or just sing something to get people, encourage them. I don't have that ability, or at least I did back in the day. And a tip of the cap to my friend and former drummer, my rhythm mate, Dennis King. Because when we were in the Gentleman Callers together, then he briefly played with me in Tyrone's Intervention. Dennis would say, Eric, you sing your songs well. Other people's, it depends on the song. Not so much. I won't argue with Dennis. But, the go-to that I've had for years, I guess is, I'll make it my number 2, and I'll save other stuff for honorable mentions, but it would be The Letter by the Box Tops. And it's a short song, under 2 minutes. Coincidentally, I think the shortest song to ever hit number 1 at 1:50, 1:52. But it was my parents' song when they were dating, and then once they got married, and my dad was in the Navy, so gave me a ticket for an airplane. And I'm a coming home. That was their song. So I heard this song a lot growing up, and it's actually something that I can pull off. And if someone thinks I can't pull it off, I'm done in less than 2 minutes. We move on to somebody else.
That's convenient.
Savvy. It's all about strategery, folks. Strategery.
Smart.
Planning ahead. I like it.
Yeah. That's. But
cool. The Box Tops Cry Like a Baby, I could never pull that off because Alex Chilton's doing that one in a different register. But Box Tops, The Letter, that will be my number 2 go-to for, let's see, sort of DJ 1991, 1992ish. So that's been my go-to for many a year, for better and for worse. And if you think it's for worse, like I said, we're done in less than 2 minutes.
That's the best thing about it.
And you probably won't remember it anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's other people
who better come on after me.
It ain't too big around, but it's short.
Tell it. All right, so Marty, over to you with any honorable mentions and your numero uno.
All right. Well, honorable mentions. I don't have a ton of them. There's a couple. Vanilla Ice Baby. That's going to get everybody jumping around and happy. And even though it's corny and stupid, you can pretend you don't like it there in the bar when you're drunk, but you do. You do. It's just, a few cocktails in the right atmosphere. Everybody else is it's infectious.
If you're of a certain generation, and then you love that song, whether you admit it or not. I'm sorry. That's just how.
I don't know how many 30 million people bought the record, so maybe more now. I mean, a lot. I mean, it's a lot of people, love that song while saying they hated it. So, so yeah. And then another one, Sir Mix-a-Lot, Baby Got Back. That one's fun, especially again if you get the opposite dude doing it. It's fantastic.
And I forgot I did that at a karaoke, actually a house karaoke when my first marriage, and I did that one with my former mother-in-law, looking at me singing about booty, and there's her daughter right next to me. So that was a night to remember.
Classic. But did you do the intro? That's the question.
Damn right, I did. It was the whole thing. You had to do the whole. It's like Patricia dealt with it. I'll leave it at that.
I have a story about my son, and I will take 10 seconds to tell it.
Tell it.
The whole family's gathered at a bar restaurant thing, and he's just meeting the family, including the dad. He's now married to this lady. She's a sweet, sweet lady, which makes it all the dumber of him. He decides he's going to karaoke, and he's going to sing to his girlfriend, now wife, Let's Get It On. And she's sitting right next to her dad. Her dad is sitting 1 inch away from her. And he said by mid-song, side of his head was getting hot, and he looked over, and his dad was not happy. And, he is an idiot. He's so much like me. Anyway,
I don't even know the guy, but I just got secondhand embarrassment for him.
And
after you're married, and then the mother-in-law can get mad at you all she wants, it's a done deal.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and his father-in-law, loves him now, but
Can,
at the
can they
time,
look back now and laugh at it?
oh sure, yeah, for sure, for sure. It was just maybe not the best idea for the opener.
Yes.
So one more honorable mention. Um, it's it's patriotic, but proud to be an American. Which my son also, in his Navy BDUs in a bar in Carlsbad, had every single person in the bar on their feet singing with him because he was running around getting people up, doing it. He's a dancing monkey like me, and running around in his Navy BDUs and singing this song top of his lungs, and it was very, very. That was cool to see that. Proud to be an American, and had the whole bar going, which that doesn't always work, but worked for him. So there's my honorable mentions. So my number one is not a favorite song of mine, although I do like it because I like bar songs for some reason. Wonder why. Friends in Low Places. You want everybody to sing along with you, that song will do it. Everybody's going to sing along with you, at the very least the chorus. And again, with the beers, and everybody's going to be happy that song, and it might get repeated. And it's one of those songs that it's not terribly hard to sing, and especially because everybody's singing along with you, kind of drowning you out. And if you can't sing, that's a good one. That's a good one to do. And everybody seems to like it. I don't even like country music, and I like it. It's just a fun song. It's about sucking it up and just moving on and pretending you don't give a single shit. You know what? You can't hurt me because I'm going to pretend I don't care. It's just it's been my theme a lot of my life. So I just it's appropriate for a lot of people sitting in the bar too, that whatever they're going through. So it's fun. It gets a lot of attention. It gets people going, and that's why it's my number one.
That is an ultimate sing-along for sure. I think even the album version just has crowds singing along on the song. So. Yeah, Garth kind of cast his lot to that as a bar sing-along song at that point. He knew exactly what he was doing with it. But yeah, that one is a lot of fun to sing along with, especially when you had a few and a little tipsy. But yeah, doesn't require a lot of singing ability. You can practically say it and it still works.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And I think they knew this because, like you said, I'm pretty sure Eric's not going to know this, but he would normally know. On the studio album that was on, I think it was a live recording that they used a live recording for that track. I think.
And I'm showing my ignorance on this one. That wasn't a Garth. Was that a Garth Brooks song or? Okay.
Yeah. I'm not up on the Garth.
I'm kind of scared that I did know that, but Garth's not all that bad. But okay.
my
dad's a big fan of that song, so yeah, I'll leave it at that now. The man who gave me AC/DC just morphed into things we never envisioned. But anyhow. All right. Well, speaking of AC/DC, that's going to be one of my honorable mentions tonight because, as mentioned a couple of times already, Dennis's words ring all too true. But AC/DC I can pull off. So being in a band, I know those. Don't have to look at the lyric sheet too much when I'm at karaoke. Just get up, down. But Dirty D's Done Dirt Cheap, TNT, and Let There Be Rock, depending on how long I feel like getting up there and dancing around or singing along, getting the crowd involved. But Dirty D's tends to be the one that gets people going the most. That's honorable mention there. Another honorable mention, I got to go with Poker Face, Lady Gaga. And I did this one actually at a Warner Brothers, our office party, and the winners went on. If you won an Ellen ticket, that's how long ago this was, so 2009, and decided to do it with I'm trying to think if Chad was my boss at that point, or we were still coworkers, I think. And we did Poker Face, just traded lines back and forth, and it was the night after the South Park episode, Whale Horse, had debuted. And so I was basically singing as Cartman, doing pop, 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 poker face. And I love it. Just doing as Cartman does. And so we wound up, we were winners, so we got Ellen tickets. So anyway, but that's an honorable mention with Poker Face. And final honorable mention. Actually, I'm going to save my honorable mention for the next segment, the plus one. But so my number one is going to be one, and here we go. Weird Al Yankovic being brought up on the show again because it's us. It's throwing back one for Weird Al.
Wait, did he die?
No, just because he's weird. He's weird motherfucking Al. That's why. So friends and I, when I moved to LA, we did karaoke nights on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. And I wanted to do a Weird Al song that night. I wanted to do Gump. But the Bad Hair Day album had come out within the last 2-3 months, so they didn't have it on their list yet. But they had Lump, the Presidents of the United States of America. So I ad-libbed. I had no lyric sheet. I was going just from memory on that one. I pulled it off, and I brought the house down.
Very cool.
And I went on to do Gump a few more times over my karaoke career. And if it's on a list now, I don't know because I don't even bother to look at the lyric sheet. I just say, put on Presidents of the United States of America, put on Lump. I'll take it from there.
Now, do you prime the audience by letting them know what's about to happen?
No. Again, it's a fairly short song. So, I mean, I don't think I got warning somebody or
Well, I'm just saying because drunk people in a loud bar might not catch on. They might just think it's presidents, you know.
Well, I come to think of it, the first time I did it, I did say, you know, we're going to be doing a little bit different tonight. And it was LA. So they were kind of cool to it. And but I see what you're saying, though. If you're getting set to, you want to hear presidents of the United States of America, and all of a sudden you're singing Weird Al. But I found that the joy of Weird Al is it doesn't take a whole lot to convince people that they're having a good time.
Yes, for sure.
Very true.
And there, folks, is your semi-obligatory Weird Al Yankovic mention here on All Over the Place.
You say semi, but it's the replacements or Weird Al. That's happening.
Hey, I have not done the replacement. I chose not to wear my replacement shirt tonight, Marty. I'll have you know.
Well,
I went with the Vandaliers because they kicked major ass the other night here in Phoenix at the Rebel Lounge.
glad
And
to hear.
I'm happy to say they did not politicize the night. Jenny/Josh, formerly known as Josh, came out. Awesome, awesome, awesome night. So I went Vandaliers tonight. So no replacements mentioned, but Weird Al, yes.
Yes.
We're just waiting for Weird Al to do a parody of the Replacements, so we can do an entire show about that.
So everyone can say who. So yeah, that's how that goes. But before we get to our plus one, I want to remind everyone that you are watching or listening to All Over the Place tonight. We're doing it's karaoke night here on All Over the Place. And
Hold on.
We encourage you to like and share and comment.
Hold on.
Yes, I'll agree with all that. But do I get to do my number one? I haven't
No,
done it yet.
no. Oh, I'm so used to going around the horn, Jim. Oh my gosh.
By the way, when you go into announcer dude, your ears shut off or something.
They do.
Jim was going, hold on, and I was going, hold on, and he was going, hold on.
Audience members, I apologize, but Jim, I apologize. But see, this is what and I'm taking full responsibility. I started with you tonight. See, I usually follow Marty.
Right.
So, or anyway, it
Yeah.
should be the other way around.
No, that's not the weird part. The weird
All
part
right,
is you
on
couldn't hear
three, I
us.
want everyone to say Eric fucked up. 1, 2, 3.
Eric, you big fuck up.
Y'all are fucking.
No, I can't go there. It's all good because I never get to go last, so this is kind of like a treat for me. It's all good.
All right, well, Jim, round us out. You are our final numero uno pick tonight.
So you don't even have to like preemptively apologize for stepping on anybody's picks or anything. Like this is nice.
It's a great show, folks, when we have all different songs. I love it.
It is indeed.
Oh, wait, hang on a second. I love it.
I want some more of it. All right, so my honorable mentions. I'm going to go with this one. Almost made my top 3, barely didn't, but it's a karaoke classic. Eye of the Tiger. Got to include that one. So much fun to sing, and in front of everybody. Always gets the crowd going. I'm going to stick with Survivor and also pick I Can't Hold Back. That one never gets old. Fun as hell to sing. And if you're a dude singing to a lady or trying to be a little romantic, I highly recommend Lady by Styx.
Oh, yes.
Works really well.
With inserts, all of the Dan band as necessary.
As needed, yes. extra points for doing the Dan Band version, as always. And this one might ruffle Eric's feathers a little bit, but Living on a Prayer. I got to do some throw some Bon Jovi in there.
As long as it's You Give Love a Bad Name, I don't care. There are some. I like that song. I like that. I like that Bon Jovi. I won't deny it.
Fair enough. Yeah, Living on a Prayer, man. That's that one's a blast to do karaoke. But for my number one, I feel like this is a karaoke classic. I think almost every time I've gone out to a karaoke bar, I've heard it, somebody perform it. It's even Family Guy did a whole spoof of this in karaoke, and that's "Don't Stop Believing" by Journey. Gotta. So just gotta make that my number one. It's so
got this far.
Seriously, it's just it is the ultimate song to get everybody going in a bar. As soon as you start it up and hit that Small Town Girl, man, everybody's into it like that, and just all over it. And it's absolutely such a fun tune. And man, I mean, I can't sing like Steve Perry, but
nobody can. No, yeah, the people replacing him, I don't care. Nobody Steve Perry.
Nobody can. And I was going to say, it's kind of, I hear it every time too, which is surprising because nobody can pull it off. So maybe that's why everybody kind of knows I can't pull it off either. So everything's fine.
But again, that's the essence of karaoke is untalented people pretending they're talented, having fun together, and everybody loves it. So yeah,
I lived in LA for too long because there were people up there, actual really good singers, or just like maybe a notch below and on the verge of a recording contract. So everybody took it so super seriously there. So I like hearing stuff like this.
Yeah. Well, see, I did karaoke at like dive bars in Spokane, so not exactly the same level of musical acumen. So
I wish I had that. I wish I could have had that experience.
It's not the hub that LA is.
I would have fit in a lot better there. It's all about location, 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 folks.
You would have easily been the best singer in that bar, I can guarantee it.
Dennis know you said that.
I haven't had a lot of super dialed in, polished karaoke experiences either. It's normally just people having fun, wanting to do their thing, and nobody's really that good. You get an occasional person that can sing, but mostly just people that are just having a good time. And that's not been your experience, huh, Eric?
Well, again, it's in Phoenix. Obviously, it's not LA, but still, you notice there's people who just take it way too seriously.
Yeah. Well, like this movie. There was a whole circuit. I mean, I remember back then it was so big that they started having competitions and national and all that, which is kind of the, what this movie circles around. So,
as mentioned earlier, AJ Laird, Karaoke King, and I remember when he won the Chicagoland area one. He kicked ass on that one. I would have put him up against even Huey Lewis in that one.
Oh, that's fighting words.
AJ, I'm sorry. I mean it. You know it. You sing better than him. You play harmonica as well as him. That's right. I said it.
Never met him.
I'm not going to attach myself to that statement, but
Well, I'm already slobbering all over the guy. So I would just say when we saw Huey Lewis in the news in Milwaukee, I can't remember the name of the theater off the top of my head, but AJ brought his harmonica, where I brought my harmonica. I gave it to him, and during working for a living, I handed it to him, and he starts playing along. And we were, maybe 10, 11 rows back stage right, and everyone in our little area was turned around watching and listening to AJ play harmonica during that, and not Huey Lewis. So take that, Hugh Craig III. AJ stole a little bit of thunder from you in Milwaukee. and thus concludes my night with whiskey, folks.
Okay, it's the old friend that's always there for you.
That's right. It never goes sour. It goes a little sour mash. So I guess now is where we will then transition into the plus one. And I just, again, thank you, everyone. You're listening to or watching on YouTube all over the place. where the fun sanity never ends. And another quick reminder to check out Vinyl Record Dude when you're in Scottsdale, Arizona. You can also check out Vinyl Record Dude. They are still taking orders. They will find something for you. Check them out. Whatever they've got, they'll look out for you. And make sure you check out DZ Presents Danny Zalesko Live, DZP Live. Check it out for all your concert needs in the Southwest and beyond. And now we are going to go to our picks. Our plus one tonight is a song that no matter how drunk you want to get, we still shy away from it. And, maybe, again, I was scared by this living in LA. And I mean, there's something I just didn't want to do. Even pulling off a Weird Al song over top of a Presidents of the United States of America backing track. So, Marty, to you, for your plus one that you just wouldn't want to touch with a 10-foot microphone.
Well, okay, I will preface all this with, I'm in the middle. I will preface all this with any song, really, because I cannot sing. I just can't. It's my curse. If I could sing, I'd be a much better guitar player. I know I would, but I get bored. I get bored with myself, and I don't play as much. If I could sing, man, it'd be fucking fantastic. But I can't. But if I could, I would still be. That's a great fucking scene right there behind me. If I could, I would still be super intimidated by this song, "Simple Man."
Ooh.
If anyone's ever heard it, somebody stripped it away and just played the vocal track, and it's on YouTube. You can find it. And man, I didn't realize how good of a singer he was. It's fantastic, and really, you can tell he's really feeling it. It's really emotional, and it's over a kind of a, there's a lot going on with Skinner. So the vocals, necessarily get all the emotion, but man, when you strip it down, he was a great singer. And apparently he said his brother was the best singer in the band, but anyway, Simple Man,
brother who took over eventually, or
yeah,
okay,
yeah. But it's just so much passion, and just it's a really good story. But man, the pipes on that guy, I mean, just he's maybe no Brad Delp, but I mean, just fucking great, man. Like, it was just so you could feel a lot of emotion in the song. You can just feel how he's telling you this story about his life, more or less, and just love that song. And I wish I could pull that off. I wouldn't dare try. It is just too much.
Johnny Vance, and I like the fact that you stuck a little Brad Delp in there. You hear that, McVetti? Your beloved Boston and Brad Delp. Respect for that voice, though, no doubt about it. No matter how
that guy can rip.
Hear more than feel it.
He can flat out wail.
I honestly don't know if I would attempt any song by Skinner. Honestly, their stuff is so damn good, and it's usually like 6 minutes long. So
yeah, that's probably the problem. Simple Man wasn't as long as some of the others, but
I think the only one that I would even want to attempt in was something that I used to sing along to and do little productions back in our basement out in Highland, Ohio. Give Me 3 Steps would be the only one I think I would attempt to pull off, because it's a little bit more speak sing than the other one.
Yeah, it is. And I forgot to mention a duet honorable mention, Islands in the Stream. That's one of the ones where if you got a girl and a guy and a girl doing it, it's a fun one that everybody gets into. I forgot that for an honorable mention. And it's also a duet. So
a song written by the ultra and amazingly talented Barry Gibb.
Barry Gibb. Underrated as they come.
BG Love here, folks. BG Love. And if I have my Tragedy 45, excuse me while I whip that one out, but I don't have it handy. Not as handy as that Sid Vicious My Way. Sorry.
Yeah, that was a nice pull.
Thank you. So if you're watching, you might have seen the little bit of the shiny spot on the back of my head while I reached for that one. So,
speaking of Barry Gibb, if you guys want to look up a fun video on YouTube, check out a video compilation of Black YouTubers reacting to Staying Alive, the video for the first time, and all of them discovering that the band is white. It's hilarious.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'd like to see that along with Hall & Oates.
Right.
And I think I may have seen one like that. But and also near and dear to the heart here, Michael Hutchence, because from what I learned later on, maybe about 10, 15 years ago, a guy I worked with the Warner Brothers from Milwaukee, he's In Excess got played a lot on the black stations there.
Oh, really?
With the soul in his voice. So yeah,
Interesting.
I'm going to check out. So listen to Staying Alive for the first time. I like it.
And also, this is an aside of the aside. So we're doing the side quest thing.
So we're doing.
Jimmy Fallon is an absolute douchebag, and he stopped being funny a long time ago. However, when he does that shit with Justin Timberlake, it's fucking hilarious. It helps that he can sing, that helps. But when have you seen the Bee Gees one?
Sure. Well, the Barry Gibb show. I like when Barry Gibb came out and was with them. That was great.
Yeah. It was just, he's trying not to laugh, and it's just so brilliant.
That's Jimmy
really
Fallon.
good.
Him trying not to laugh is not going to be successful.
Yeah. So anyway, and also fuck him. But that is good when him and Justin Timberlake get together. It's good.
Yep.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Jim, over to you for your. I just don't think I'm going to sing that one.
Yeah. So I have an honorable mention for this one, and that would be. Okay. I'm going to set this up. So for me, one of the criteria for a karaoke song, it has to be at least somewhat upbeat, right? You got a bunch of people, they're out there, they're at a bar, they're trying to have a good time. You don't want to bum them out, right? Even if you think you can nail that song. So I would never do a song that's downbeat or just straight up downer. One night I was out, we were doing karaoke, and there was this group of 20 somethings. They were a little bit older than us. We were, early 20s. They were in their late 20s. This group of people that were out, they had just come from a funeral from a friend that had passed away. Right. Oh. And so they were getting wasted. They got tears in their eyes, and a couple of them decided to get up and do Wonderful by Everclear, which if you've heard the song, if you know the context, it's a really sad song. Yeah. So it's about this kid trying to survive in the aftermath of a divorce, and his life just got ruined, and he's depressed, and he hates his dad, and typical rock star I hate my dad shit. But it just killed the mood in that bar. And by the time that these people were done doing this song, they were all sobbing, they were all in tears. They were like 10 times more depressed than when they walked in from this funeral. And
brought that shit on themselves.
And then the bartender's like, fucking great, thanks. Everybody's leaving.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I brought my girlfriend out. I brought my then girlfriend out to this bar. We were trying to have a good time, and it just turned into group therapy. And it's like damn. You try to be respectful, but it's like, man. So anyway, that's my pick for honorable mention.
How did you bring the mood up though that night? What did you do to save the night? Was it Don't Stop Believin'?
I think we got up and did another Everclear song, AM Radio, which was up.
There you saved the day. Yes,
as a couple, we did it as a couple, and it worked out. So, but yeah.
Good times, Eddie. Good times, Eddie.
Yeah, exactly. So don't do Wonderful. Don't do Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Don't do anything depressing up there, because you're just gonna bum all the drunks out. It sucks. Yeah. So that's my honorable mention. My pick is I Will Survive. And
oh shit.
Okay, and here I'm gonna explain why. Everybody loves it. It's a beautiful song. It's so much fun. The garage band I was in, when we were having a rough set, we pulled that one out. We did a cover of it, and people were literally dancing in the aisles. So I know the power of this song and how much people love it. But in my mind, the song has two components, right? It's passionate and it's feminine. So you don't want some drunk dude getting up there and singing it drunkenly. And my evidence of this is that is the shittiest cover of all time. Specifically that song by Cake, which made me
I agree.
The last thing in the world is you want that song sung by a bunch of hipster dudes whose whole shtick is they're supposed to sound bored. It doesn't work. And I hate that cover. Apologize to any Cake fans. I loved him back in the 90s, but I hate that cover. And I just think, yeah, you just, if you're a drunk dude, you shouldn't be getting up there and singing it. You know, maybe you can make it your own. Maybe you're better at that than I am, but I personally would not attempt that because I think I would butcher it and bum everybody out. So that's my pick.
Not going to argue that
Excellent,
one. And
yes.
my youngest brother Mark is or was a big Cake fan, but I'm going to run that by him and see what he thinks.
All right.
Oh, look at that. We got a peak Gwyneth behind us here.
Yeah, she hadn't started naming children Apple yet, so yeah, there you go. Gwyneth
She
Paltrow.
was never gonna look. And she, by the way, she can sing. She can rip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Recycle this, Gwyneth.
Yeah,
Anyhow.
and she's somehow related to Huey Lewis. I think he's her godfather or some shit.
What?
Yeah.
In real life, really? They know each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
He knows Bruce Paltrow that
Real
well.
life?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I think he plays her dad in the movie. That's interesting.
I think it may have been one of those rumors. That's pretty good.
Weird, wacky stuff.
I got to look up Blythe Danner and Huey Lewis and see how they're connected.
Well, I'm blathering on with my honorable mention here. You go. Feel free to do that one, Jim. So we get a little backstory on that one. But my honorable mention before I get to my number one, which I will never ever try in a second. But before that, Dennis, I will not deny Dennis was right. And singing other people's songs, it was hit or miss with me. But one night I had been drinking a whole lot, and it wasn't the same night as Gump. But one of our karaoke nights with my friends in LA when I first moved out there, I wanted to try Easy by the Commodores.
Oh, shit.
And I'm a big fan. Jim, you might be familiar with Faith No More's cover of Easy.
I am.
So I was doing my best to emulate Mike Patton, who, frankly, is a better singer than about anybody. That guy's octave range is phenomenal. But I gave it a shot. And son of a bitch, maybe I should give myself more credit. Then again, maybe not. It depends on how much alcohol I put in me. But I pulled off Easy, and the crowd went, and this is an LA crowd, they went ballistic. Loved it.
Very cool.
And
Nice.
I'm like, I should try this more often. But one that I thought I would never, ever try and pull off, and going back to my days where I would just stick to the letter, and that was it in my karaoke hosting days. But I pulled off, I'll just say I pulled off Faith No More's version, not the Commodore's version.
All right, go for it. Give us a verse. Let's go.
Oh, it sounds funny, but it just can't stand the pain.
That's not bad.
Leaving you tomorrow.
Little Michael
Dun,
McDonald.
dun, 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 dun.
Not bad at all.
It's
Not too shabby.
there's a little liquor in little liquor painting the vocal cords tonight, but it was. I had fun with that one. But what I will never ever try to pull off, my number 2 song of all time, behind only Twilight Zone, which I did do in Gentlemen Callers, that band that we did Twilight Zone one night, and great bass line. I pulled that one off. But I will never ever try and do my number 2 song, Queen, Somebody to Love. That's Freddie Mercury. Not gonna go anywhere near it.
Yeah, that's a fantastic song too.
Got to be able to hit those highs.
Ooh, yes.
George Michael can and did hit those highs. Great
George
cover.
Michael is an excellent singer.
I am not.
Well, there you go.
Know your limitations, folks. Know your limitations. I can't is a word that I don't like in my vocabulary. Let's just say I would find that song too difficult to hit the marks of Freddie Mercury, number 1 frontman of all time. So, yeah, I'm not going to try that one.
Fair enough.
There you have it, folks. There's our +1 karaoke. You're not going to try and pull off. Preceded by our threefer of favorite karaoke songs to do or have done through the years, and can never thank everyone enough. Once again, everybody, we this past few days, and anyone want to check the numbers really quickly while I'm doing our send off? But please remember, we can't thank you enough for subscribing, liking, and sharing our subscriptions this week. We've got good numbers coming back on YouTube. Spotify, on Facebook. We just keep continuing to grow every week, folks. It's because of you, and we hear it all over the place. We cannot thank you enough. And
Thank you.
Yeah, and Jimmy, have we hit that magic or number that starts with a 5 yet?
We are at 495. We're almost.
That is 3 more than when we started the show. So thank you, everybody. Marty, thank you for coming up with the 3 free for all and just keeping current events. We're going to keep the Threefers going, folks. We're here. We are. This is episode number 2 of season 4. We can't thank you enough for continuing to grow over the last 2-3 years. And there's a very quick nod over the shoulder. And before I get to that though, we've talked about duets is playing in the background. Very quick round robin, lightning round, whatever comes to mind. Your favorite karaoke scene in a movie or TV show. Marty, we start with you this time.
The one where the scene in the opening of this, or an early one, where Paul Giamatti went out for a pack of cigarettes and he's singing the girl that sings the Pat Benatar song, and it gives him a beta blocker and sends him on up there, and he sings that song, and it's fantastic. Love it. All right,
Jim, to you.
I got to go with Cable Guy, Somebody to Love, delivered by Jim Carrey and with his usual subtlety. Just it's memorable. I'll just say that.
And that, of course, would not be Queen Somebody to Love. That would be Jefferson.
Yep,
Airplane. Not Starship, Airplane. Yes, good call. I'm going to go with lightning round. Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan in When Harry Met Sally, the song from Oklahoma, Surrey with the Fringe on top. That is karaoke was barely a thing in the United States at that point, and I love that scene because it quickly devolved into very depressing times with Mr. Crystal.
And and by the way, you guys, whoever said it, you were right about the literal meaning of karaoke. I looked it up. That was you? Yeah. I don't know.
We're not an empty chorus here, folks. We are all over the place where the fun sanity never ends. And Tom Petty over my shoulder. It's today, as we record this, is the 40th anniversary of Live Aid. And one more quick round robin. Wait, I don't want to go away. It's 40th anniversary Live Aid Day. I was there all goddamn day recording that on S or AOtP, whatever EP. Whatever the longest record was. I went through, I think, 3 tapes that day, maybe 4. I wish I still had those VHSs. I had them through college. Anyway, but Marty, favorite Live Aid moment. Go.
It's the obvious one.
No, your favorite non-Queen moment, because Queen owned that day. Your second favorite moment.
Oh, there isn't one. Next.
All right. Jim, to you.
I know nothing about Live Aid because I was in kindergarten. So let's say all of them.
All of them. All right. Well, for me, after Queen owning that day, the greatest live performance that I think will ever be done, U2 was also on fire that day. I know Marty hates U2.
I was just going to say that. Dang it.
Their performance of Bad that day was fan-fucking-tastic. My favorite U2 song, and done phenomenally at Live Aid. And Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers in America, they were doing a lot of kicking ass that day as well. And Tom Petty even flipped off somebody in the audience. I don't know why. It wasn't me. So in Philadelphia. But there you go. Happy anniversary to Live Aid, July 13th, 1985. But we're here right now in 2025, July 13th, as we record this. Thank you, everyone, again, so much for listening to or watching all over the place where the fun sanity never ends. We'll be back real soon. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
All over the place where the fun sanity never ends.